Hi, my name is Kees and I help people from doing to being. And today I'm here with a video um, about that love can only be experienced with an open heart. And you would probably say, what? Love can only be experienced with an open heart, but I experience love all the time and I don't know if I have an open heart or not. And what we label as love, as romantic love, can express itself in many things or ways that are not actually love. It can express itself as comfort, as control, as a sort of caring for another, but or sort of lust, a sort of idea of the other or an idea of romance, which is very different than what love actually is. Love is a feeling of sort of being held, unconditionally being held and being embraced by everything that is, by sort of a universal force which is always with you. And love is a sort of feeling that the other supports you, or that the other person, or that life in general is there for you, is holding you, is whatever you do, you're catched, you're held, you're embraced, whatever you do. So this is a beautiful experience. Love is a beautiful experience, but actually love, true love, can only be experienced if it's unconditional. If it's without any conditions, you should be like this, you should act like this, you should do this, and then there is love, and we're taught in a way that this love can only be experienced, or love itself can only be experienced if you work hard, if you do the right things, etc., etc. But true love is unconditional, as I said. So something to realize is, what is an open heart? So the heart is actually, as one of my teachers, John de says, is a sort of the first step where being can actually enter. The first way that being can enter our lives. And first of all, that's through opening our self, or our more shallow layers, right? Opening up our thoughts or our personality, which is a mind-based concept. But by opening our mind, we can start listening to our heart. And by opening our heart, and how do we open our heart? We open our heart by actually being unconditionally okay by what is in the moment. Then our heart is open. If we feel that we need to do certain things, if we need to feel that we need to change the situation, if we future project and think, oh, how is this playing out? If we're in our heads, then we're not in our hearts. And then we can't open our heart. So our heart is being opened by a loving kindness energy of being okay with whatever is in a moment. And that way, we can see the other as they actually are. As an also okay being, as an expression of God, as a perfect being, as you are. And you, as in your shallow layers, which you see on the video, my physical layers, they're beautiful, and they're expressing, and they're open, and they're relaxed. And why are they open and relaxed? That's because in this moment, I'm unconditionally loving myself. I'm okay with whatever I do. If I turn off the camera, if I do not publish this video, I don't care. It's all okay. If you don't watch this video or stop it right now, I'm also okay. And that is what the open heart does. It's okay with whatever the other person does. If you watch another video instead of this one, I'm happy for you, because you're watching the thing that you are most attracted to. And if that's something that's limiting your consciousness or closing your heart, that's also okay, because it's a learning experience. You learn through experiencing Whether you consciously take in the lessons or not, that doesn't matter. You're learning and you're taking them away anyway. Consciously or not. You're either building up more resistance, more pain, more leverage for change in the future, or you're changing right now, and I don't care. It's okay. I care about you, but I also know that you're going to be okay whatever you do. And that is looking at the world with an open heart. And when we look at the other with an open heart, then we can feel love, and we can sort of emanate love to everything. And that love will be reflected to us, because if we love the world, then the world will love us. It's as easy as that. Because it's all in the mind, it's just a perspective. And it's not that we take, so with the shallow layers, you could say, with the mind and with the physical body, we can close off. We can close off from the love which inherently is here. And when we open up and we see the world as love is actually seeing it, or as God is seeing it, or as consciousness is seeing it, or as energy is seeing it, or if we see the world as it actually is, we could say from a non-dual perspective, then we start being able, because love can then flow through us, and it can come out. And by letting it come out, that can only happen if we open our hearts and open our views to how the world actually is. It's a good place. And our partners is same thing. We can only love our partners if we are unconditional to our partners. And we all know that feeling. If our partner does something wrong, and we're like pop, 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 then we close off. We're not loving. We're not relaxed. We're not kind. We're not one. We're just separate. We're separate, attacking another separate person in a sort of separate world. And we've just created a separate world for ourselves, which feels closed off, which does not feel open. And so I would love for you to explore where you close your heart and where you allow the love, also the self-love in. How demanding are you with yourself today? Can you be a little bit softer with other people? Be a little bit softer with yourself? It's a beautiful practice to look into. And I wish you lots of love. And I'm still evolving, and let's evolve together. Looking forward to your ideas on love and your ideas of how to open your heart, if you have some, in the comments. And much love to you. Bye-bye.